In this video, I'll be going over my April 2025 income report for Etsy. So first, let's start with visits. I got 20 visits on my Etsy shop for April 1st through April 30th, 2025. To compare this to 2024, it looks like this decreased 52%. That's okay though. I don't right now run ads on Etsy and I don't really do any sort of promotion. I am opted into that Etsy offsite ads program, I think. So if Etsy wants to promote one of my products on an offsite, like a different site, I think that's how that works. I'm not 100% sure on that. Then I do have to pay some sort of like extra fee if my product does sell, but that's okay. So currently I have 5 listings on Etsy. They're all digital download products. So if somebody buys one of my products, I don't have to do any sort of shipping or anything like that. They automatically get a download of whichever product they purchased. So thankfully, there's no sort of like additional costs like that I have right now. And so typically they're all priced at $2.99, I think. So after the fees and stuff, I think I probably am averaging somewhere around $2 per sale. And since I'm not really doing much advertising and I haven't created a new product in a little while, I'm completely okay with 20 visits on the website. That's okay. And looking, I have a bunch of days with 0 visits, but again, that's really fine. Since I'm not really doing a lot of extra work with Etsy, it's pretty much expected. I do want to hopefully at some point create some more products and potentially maybe do some advertising. I just have a lot going on right now, so I'm not doing that currently. And then before I move into how many orders and everything else, I do want to thank the sponsor for this video, which is Everbee. Everbee, I think, is an amazing program that really anybody can benefit something from, in my opinion, especially if you're a beginner. So one of the tools that Everbee has, so for example, if we do digital paper, which is like the products that I currently have on Etsy, Everbee will show you how many monthly searches there are, and then you can click see more. And if you click on see more for whichever ones you pick, more information will pop up, and you can do that for any of these. And it's just going to take a second to, oh, I accidentally clicked on that. Hold on. There we go. Just going to take a second to load there. And then you can look at the search volume, the competition. You can look at all these different keywords, keyword store. There is so much information. So let me exit out of that really quickly. And then I'll show you one of my other favorite tools that Everbee has to offer. So Everbee has over here, you have your shop, your product analytics, shop analyzer, keyword research, profit calculator, favorites, learn, and then you also have more options here. You can click on options, and then this is your website at the top and sales, and then what kind of like plan you have below. So let's go to my favorite current tool they have, profit calculator. So I just love this tool because I've seen posts where people are so excited they got their first sale on Etsy, but they actually lost money. And I always feel bad because you put so much effort into creating your shop, doing your product, and just because your product isn't potentially priced correctly or you didn't account for the fees, then you actually lost money. So I highly, highly recommend using this tool, especially if you are new to Etsy and you're not sure about the fees or you haven't calculated like how much cost you might have into an item. So we'll just do my products that I have right now. So $2.99. This is if somebody pays with PayPal. This is with no advertising. $2.21. So now let's add in those Etsy offsite ads that they have, 12% and 15%. So I'll just do the highest. That's $1.76. And Etsy payment is $1.81. So you can literally go through all of this. You can also click on advanced here and do the price, shipping price, any discounts. I think I do offer a discount depending, like I think if you order a product from me, I think then you do get a discount. Have to double check on that. But anyways, you can offer your own discounts, whatever you'd like to. Add in the percentage. Literally, Everbee will lay out everything for you right here and show you your net profit and the net profit margin. So I highly recommend checking this out. So if you have a product, we'll just do like $14.99, just a random amount. And let's say, let's go back to advanced. Let's say the cost of the item for you is $2. And we'll just do shipping is $2. It just shows you how much your profit's going down. So now we're at $9.21, and that is with a 10% discount and the offsite ads. So you can play around with this tool and just figure out what works best for you. So it's really interesting to kind of see like how much the offsite ads are taken away from there and just the different percentages. You can change this to Etsy ads. You could add in what kind of percentage you have, and then that'll calculate over there and give you a new total. So this is by far one of my favorite tools that Etsy has. I think it's so much fun to just play around with the numbers, and I think this tool is so useful, especially if you're brand new to Etsy. But they also have product analytics and shop analyzer, keyword research, and more. So I highly recommend checking out Everbee. I'll have a link in the description below in case you're interested. And just on this page here, you can see the Everbee link right here, the Everbee extension, adding in like monthly sales, views, conversion rate, and so much more. You have your listing age, which is like how long the product has been on Etsy currently. And then you can click on this to get more information. You could click on the star. There is just literally so much that you can do. So for example, I can click on open listing details and everybody will bring up even more information, show the tags, going through the competition, and just a lot. There is so much detail and so much information that everybody has to offer. So again, I'll have the link in the description below in case you're interested, and thank you so much to everybody for sponsoring this video. Moving back over to my actual income report. So for April 1st through 30th, 2025, I did get 0% conversion rate, which 2024, it looks like I did have at least some sort of conversion rate right there. So we'll scroll back down to the revenue. $0, unfortunately. Really, that's okay. Some months I don't sell, some months I do sell. It's really just because, like I said, I'm not currently running ads and I also haven't updated a new product. Plus, the products I have a very specific type of audience and they don't have a ton of volume of traffic going to them. So I think that also is another reason why I sometimes don't get sales. And then for revenue, that's going to be 0. And it looks like I did sell at least one product in 2024, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to put them in the comments below. I'd love to know how Etsy is doing for you. And again, if you want to check out Everbee, I'll have a link in the description below in case you're interested in checking out Everbee. So thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you have a great day.